Hello and welcome, everyone.
Hello,
Making sure
hello.
audio and everything is working. Hey, Dragon. Hey, Cat. Is everything working? Waiting on chat. Anyway, it's been a while, and it's good to have the whole cast here because that's been a little while.
Yeah, it has.
It has been way too long.
Yeah. So when last we left, the party had met with Zara's foster father and spoken with them. And Zara had her mind blown a little bit when her foster father was like, "Yeah, I'm not from this world.
I'm an alien."
To be fair, that's a
Literally.
really weird thing to just dead ass say out of nowhere. Just like, hey,
Oh,
by the
there
way,
it is.
I loved how you were just having like a panic attack in the corner. I'm just like, yeah, so.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
And then they gave the party a little bit of information that what they knew about dragons, but it wasn't much. And they did give the party a lead to point them towards the Temple of Nuona, which is a god whose priests preserve the old ways. And then the party all agreed to head back to Illa's place to regroup with her and make their way to the temple. So we're going to just cut to you guys coming into Illa's warehouse. And Illa, you've just finished your paperwork.
All of my paperwork.
That you spent the entire morning doing. Eros has checked in, made sure you had food and coffee and whatnot.
Made
And
sure I can
given you-
function like a person.
Yeah, exactly. And then giving you updates about the shipping business. One of your lackeys, for lack of a better word, one of your minions, is driving the party around right now.
Okay.
We decided that was the easiest way to get everybody together was to have a driver.
Have a chauffeur.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it makes sense.
It does make sense.
Yeah. So you guys arrive at Ila's workshop. You get out of warehouse. You get out of the car and go in through like the service entrance. And Ila, you hear your service entrance door open, and people walking into your downstairs area of your warehouse. You're in your office upstairs, in like a loft area is where I'm imagining it is.
Yeah.
And what do you do?
I let out a heavy sigh hearing people come into my warehouse because that means I have to do something other than paperwork right now. So I will get up and I will exit my office. And when I see everybody, I'm like, oh, hello. Glad that you could all make it. I don't know what you all found out on your little escapades and errands. So if you would like to come up to the office, catch me up, catch Eros up, because what I know, he will know. And I call out, Eros, office.
He ducks in from the dock area and is like, "Give me 2, boss."
All right, everyone, my office, please. And I walk back into my office.
Cool. I assume everybody goes up to Ila's office.
yep.
Yep.
Cool,
Get
cool.
to in box form as always.
Naturally.
All right, so I have everything. I have all of your payments squared away. Now, what is the next course of action? because I'm assuming you, after hearing with what Thrall is doing, I'm assuming you guys had gotten more information on what's going on.
Yes. Has anybody told you about that scepter that you looked at with your magic eye?
Not really.
Oh, it's a god scepter. It was made by the divines. It has divine godly power in it.
I'm sorry. A divine scepter.
Yes.
It like kind of just does this for a moment and is like, okay, so we have a dragon egg, a scepter from a god, and Harving Thrall is in power. Are there any other things that could send me into an existential crisis that I should know about right now?
Oh yeah, the orphanage. The person who runs the orphanage is an alien.
He's not dangerous. They're perfectly fine. They're my dad. They're quite harmless, I can assure you. They genuinely don't even hurt rats.
That raises a
Yes.
bit of concern.
Methuselah harmless.
When you say
They
alien,
are.
do you mean just from a different part of the world? Do you-
Extraterrestrial.
You said different worlds, so
You might want to take a deep breath for the next part, but apparently Dean Crane is also really concerned because some of the items that Race Through picked up were potentially city-ending. Oh, and the Guildmaster is concerned enough that they've currently left me to protect you on permanent assignment.
Okay,
You need
so
coffee?
I grab my coffee mug. I reach down into my desk and I pull out a flask and I just
Seem to need a moment.
I'm okay. Thank you for informing me. It looks like I'm going to need to move some things around with my current plan for my business. And it looks like Eros will be joining us on our adventures from here on out. Because as much as I do trust him to run the business while I am gone, I think we need all of the muscle and firepower we could possibly have. So,
When we visited my dad, he gave us a little bit of information regarding dragons. Said we should look at the Temple of Nuona.
DM, would I have heard of this or know kind of the gist
You
of
would
what it is?
know of what the Temple of Nuana is. You would know that they're not a particularly popular religion, but that they are like historians, basically.
Gotcha.
And they do everything in their power to preserve all history
Okay.
from an unbiased perspective.
Okay. That is a good place to go for researching. So,
We got to go figure out how to hatch a dragon egg.
What should we name it?
I don't know. I guess we can name it when it birds.
most of the time, that is how you choose names for things. You wait until it is
A thing?
a thing and then you name it, yes. Um,
I'm unfamiliar. I've never been around a live birth before, especially for a dragon.
I mean, I don't think
I don't
anybody's
think
witnessed a
anyone-
dragon being born.
He's not in several centuries.
Exactly.
oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is
Dean-
going to be.
The dean did say that this is our hatching this egg is our key to beating Thrall.
As much as I would like to say otherwise, yeah.
Especially with the magic amulet he has. That's the amulet of the kings.
Just casually dropping that.
Casually dropping that, it's probably one of the most powerful amulets on this world.
Yeah. That and the scepter are really powerful.
Thank the gods above we have the scepter.
And not him?
Which I think I will be keeping on my person for the time being, because I do not
Didn't the
trust it.
university have it?
Oh, the dean has it right now.
Oh, the dean has it? Okay.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
never mind. That it's safe where it is, and
Good luck
Where-
getting her to give it to you.
I'm not gonna
It's
try
alright,
getting it.
fine.
It's safe where it is. I trust the dean and the college.
They are rather trustworthy. I've noticed with my dealings with them. This is a good
Okay.
place.
So once Eros gets in here, I think we shall pack, go shopping for anything that we may need, because the temple is a little bit of, a little bit of a distance. So we should probably get ready for another trip and get this adventure rolling as soon as possible.
Cool.
Be off.
Eros is like looks at you when you say when Eros gets in here, and he like hurries in the door. He's like, "Sorry, I wasn't sure if you wanted me in here while they were. You looked stressed."
There's going to be a change of plans and how things are run for a little while. You're going to be
Okay.
coming with me for a little bit, Eros. I'm going to have. Oh, what's his name again? The elf. Aaron. I'm going to promote him to a managerial position while we are gone. He will. I've worked with him enough. I trust him to not run my business into the ground.
Okay, sounds good. Since he was your creation, what kind of gear does Eros use? Because I haven't had a chance to make his character sheet yet.
Eros would be wearing at least half
Right now,
plate.
he's in like work gear,
Okay.
but he would go get all of his adventuring gear. So half plate.
Half plate. He would wield a maul or a warhammer and
Oh.
a shield.
Fuck yeah, I dig it.
And on the breastplate of the plate mail, it is the symbol of my business and a bunch of coins around it.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Let's get our things. We will go shopping and then we will hit the road. Eros, while we are shopping, I will catch you up to speed, and we have one hell of a journey ahead of us.
It's just like, you got it. Give me 5 to go get all my shit together, and then yeah, we can definitely hit the road. I assume we're not all gonna try to cram in your car, so I'll grab one of the work cars for.
I have my bike.
Okay. Still 5 people, 6 people, 1 car. Little tough. Does anybody else here drive?
I do not. I would like to learn, though.
I mean, he can be a fox, so he doesn't take up that much space.
This is
He
true.
looks at the fox, because Getsu's in fox form right now. Goes, you're a little small to drive.
I can do basically anything as long as you tell me what you want ahead of time.
Can you drive a
Well,
car?
Sure.
Have you
I'd
ever
like
driven
to
a
try
car
it.
before?
They taught me how to do basically everything in the guild, so yes.
Okay. Perfect. In that case, boss, is it okay if I give the rook the keys to
Yep.
the work car?
Yep.
Okay. Because you wanted to catch me up. Normally I would drive our car, but given that you wanted to catch me up, it'll just be easier if I'm in the same vehicle as you.
Yeah. I am going to put on my sunglasses and I'm going to grab a few of the gemstones that I looted from the sarcophagus.
Mhm.
I'm going to sell these so we have a little bit more money. If we can buy potions, probably going to need as much healing as we possibly can. I'm trying to think.
Oh, fuck. Healing.
I don't have a whole lot on me as it is, so once we go shopping, if there's anything that we need, you all know what you would need for adventuring, right? I don't need to hold your hand while shopping.
If you give me a list, I can check with the rooks and see if they'll requisition any gear for free.
I just kind of pet Lilith. I got all I need.
I have
Getsu
my
hold-
swords. That's fine enough.
Getsu holds up a hand. This is all I need as well.
How is your
Okay.
new sword, though, Raven? Have you got a chance to try it out?
Not yet, no. We haven't done any fighting yet.
Right.
Let's fix that.
Not in my office, please.
Getsu
All
is
right.
just goes.
If you could contact the Rooks, see if they would give us health potions. If not, I do have enough gemstones to sell to get some health potions for all of us.
All right. I can drop by the rooks on our way out shopping.
All right, let's hit the road. And I stand up and lock my drawers in my desk and make sure everything is all neat and tidy before we leave.
Sorry, you mentioned healing, and that made me remember that I need to level up Ketla.
Oh,
Oh, no.
yeah.
Level
That's
up?
probably an idea.
We're level 4.
Oh,
Oh, you guys are level 4.
Did you
I
miss
have
that?
not. I missed that.
Well,
Are we all supposed to be level 5?
4.
Level 4.
Okay, that's
Oh, I am also not leveled up.
So
Whoopsies.
I will.
It's okay.
go
Mine
ahead
hasn't
and-
affected anything yet.
I'll
Good.
go ahead and level up. And while we're doing that, I can just
Because I went the more boring route on the options for leveling up.
I just took a
figured
fighter
out
level.
what was wrong with my character sheet.
Quite
I
literally.
just took the next level in Ranger instead of double classing, which was my original plan, because leveling up gave me like a shit ton extra health points.
I went fighter. I got.
I'm like,
chieftain.
let's not die
Easy
again.
enough.
That's a good
I went,
plan.
the math on this lands me with significantly more health points. Let's just go that route.
Oh, I get another cantrip. Heck yeah. And then I also get an ASI, which I will probably use to take a feat. While I'm doing this, I'm just gonna kind of gloss over. I'm catching Eros up to speed with what's been going on.
Getsu's gonna try reading.
Okay.
Fuck yes, Ketla's hit points doubled.
Good.
Hell yeah.
You did it.
My leveling up gave me an extra 10 health points, which is a lot given how much damage I seem to take anytime there's anything.
Well, Ketla now has 14. She is squish.
Yeah.
She is very squish.
Given I seem to be very prominent and nearly dying.
All I gotta say is taking that fighter level made me very much better with my gun, just with the archery. Actually, I forgot to ask:
Oh,
does the
for sure.
archery affect guns? I'm assuming so because it says ranged.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the way I rule it, because there isn't a good, like, I've looked, and there is not a good gun fighting style. It's that it'll be it'll work with your.
I just assumed it did because it says ranged weapon. A gun is technically a ranged weapon. But that's just me reading rules word for word.
Yeah, no, that's what I did too. So you guys know whenever you go to pick up Ketla, she has 4 healing potions and 1 filter of damage reduction, which will let you negate 1d10 plus her charisma modifier damage.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Do we have a tank that we can give that to preemptively?
Eros, he's lower level than you, but he's a level 2 paladin.
Is he going to be joining us on adventures?
Yes.
That is what she
Yes.
said, yes.
All right. If he's joining us, I say he gets the. If you can give it to someone preemptively, but that's just my vote.
Yeah, no, the way it works is you consume it and you take reduced damage the next time you're hit by an attack. It increases based on the chemist's level.
If he's a big paladin, dude, please take less damage, Mr. Paladin.
Okay, Katla's leveled up. 1 to 2 is an easy level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
We have 2 level. Actually, we have 2 more levels, and the fun happens.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, you need to be level 3 fighter before the fun really starts happening, right?
yeah, at 3rd level fighter, I take that archetype.
Perfect. That's just what I wanted to remember.
I
Sorry to our viewers who get to watch us level up.
I'm sorry.
didn't realize that I get spellcasting as a
I know
fighter.
this is a really
You
dumb
do.
question, but like melee is always strength and ranged is always dex.
Yes.
Not quite.
Quite.
Not
Damn it.
quite.
Okay, one of the is a crossbow
Melee
different?
without a crossbow is always going to be dexterity.
Okay.
Ranged weapons under 10 pounds or 10 pounds or under are dex. Ranged weapons over 10 pounds are strength.
Okay. And I did get a revolver from the guild, yeah.
And I believe finesse melee can be
And
dex.
melee finesse uses dex if you so choose.
Yes, because if I remember correctly, I can pick which one I use, which ends up even either way. Because mine, I have both are the same, which is why they're both as high as they are on purpose.
I'm putting a revolver under advantages, resistance, and immunities because I'm literally too armed to put another weapon here.
At least we're not doing like a 14 to 15 level up in 3.5 or Pathfinder.
That's brutal.
Hey, you get access to 9th level spells, and you get everything else. Oh, what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, plus you get one more spell at every level. And here's the spell compendium that has 500 plus spells for wizards.
Yup.
mm-hmm. Being a wizard.
You need a PhD to play wizard in 3.5.
Yep. Damn near. Okay. So, how's the level up process going, friendos?
I mean, mine was already done. I'm just looking at other
Yeah.
stuff now.
I'm good.
You're good.
I just need to add a cantrip, which I'm taking infestation.
Ooh.
That's a fun one.
And then I was thinking about taking a feat for the ASI, and I am still looking through those feats.
Okay.
Just trying to think of which ones would be good for Illa.
Angelica, are you good?
No, not really.
Do you need help?
Maybe. What does a revolver count as? Is that a pistol or a flintlock?
It's a pistol.
Okay, cool.
It has its own stat blocks.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which rounds to buy, which the right ones were, because there was
Rifled rounds.
pistols. Yeah. But yeah, I'm good. I just needed a second. Sorry.
Okay, no, you're good.
I'm figuring this out. I just
We're
sometimes
waiting on others anyways. It's okay.
forget the whole
Mhm.
new proficiency bonuses and stuff.
Yeah, you have all the proficiencies in the world.
I have a changing proficiency. Anytime I want, I can just change it. Like every time I go to
Mhm.
sleep.
That
Mhm.
yeah, that's always that's fun. I don't think I'd want to deal with something like that. I'd forget.
I adore it because it lets me be extremely versatile, which was what I was going for with this character.
Fair.
But I
I
could
don't
also
think
understand
I've
if
ever
it's exhausting.
played a particularly versatile character.
Valid.
My characters vary from stupid but strong to evil and sneaky, and that's about it.
I'm that annoying player that's like, I like this, but I want to tweak it a little bit every single character, regardless of class. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry.
I
Only
somehow
was
will.
aware.
I'm just the idiot who will somehow manage to make my character half useless to basically anything, regardless of what I actually attempt to do with it. Either I'll manage to completely damage the party, either by bad rolls or good rolls.
You just haven't had a chance for Raven to shine yet.
I'll get there.
Yeah, the last time we tried
And then when that
stealth
happens, I'll roll
mission-
bad anyways. It's fine.
Yeah, last time we tried a stealth mission, it kind of failed miserably.
It sure
Don't
was
worry,
a time.
I'm planning to get more stealth next level up because this time I went for health points because yeah.
I got an ability score improvement, so now I'm stealthier too.
I was gonna add my rogue double class with the level up to level 4, but you know, health points sounded better.
That's fair.
Actually, I think
I've
I
had
am
enough
gonna
near
take
death already. We're
the
good.
ability score improvement, and that is +1 and 2 or a +2 and 1, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Uh,
My brain
No
took
worries.
a moment to process that.
I'm bumping my charisma up to an 18,
Fuck yeah.
and I will bump my constitution up to a 14.
Nice.
Gotta wait
just-
till the next level up to have sneak attack.
I just feel bad for Kylara because I feel like it's mean to her to be so like, nope, none of the classes work for me. Gotta write my own. Or I'm sorry.
This
Thank
is
you.
part of the reason why I'm leaving D&D behind over time. I'm moving to a system that doesn't have any classes. It just has a high concept, a trouble concept, and then 3 other aspects that your character gets. You can be literally whatever the fuck you want.
I
Just
still
rearrange
like
yours.
playing D&D, which is weird. I just like hate the rules a little bit.
The rules get strange on some things. I like playing my rangers, or if I don't feel up to playing a ranger, a druid, because druids are simpler. Druids don't have as many choices. It's basically choice A or choice B.
I like my 3/5 rangers with the natural bond feat.
Ranger, you have like 2 choices at 2 different levels, going up to like when you're getting up to like level 3. I think you've already had to pick multiple things, and each of those have subclasses. So
Yeah.
each one of this entire large list.
Alrighty.
I also get another spell. Fuck.
Do you have names noted down already so I can ask you names for in the church?
No.
All right, cool.
Stop
Because
asking names, apparently.
I'm making hey, I have a long list on my character sheet of names of every bloody we've talked to.
Yeah, you do.
Meanwhile,
write
Raven's
the
totally
session
the sort of
notes,
person
so
to forget someone's name after 5 minutes, so
I still have a timeline of poker.
Yep,
that was a
that
fun
happened.
session.
That was a session, all right.
Even though I didn't actually participate in half of it, it was still funny.
I enjoyed it, honestly.
It was hilarious to just witness.
It was a lot of interesting moments. We'll go with that.
All right. Are we ready to move on to the temple?
Everybody ready to rock and roll?
Yes.
Yes, can get to roll to read.
Oh yeah, roll me an intelligence check.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah!
Nice.
Getsu is learning today.
A nice high roll for
Getsu
once.
is learning
I
today.
know, right?
Getsu has learned the word.
Behemoth.
He was specifically trying to find the longest word he could find, and he has now learned the word anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Cool. Getsu will say that, or Loki will not. Getsu will just spurt that out from the trunk.
Are you sure he didn't want to learn Rin flesh? Like, I don't even want to say the rest of that word. That word.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Are we sure?
I'm real sure.
Absolutely certain about that?
Like 99.98 repeating % sure.
Repeating percent.
So there's a 0.0000001.
no.
No.
We're working in an engineering mindset, not a mathematics one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably at like a 10th grader level.
This depends on which 10th grader you're talking about.
It's true.
Fair. That's
A
fair.
not terribly literate 10th grader level.
Yeah, there we go.
Because I'm like thinking you're at like me when I was in 1st grade level.
I don't know,
But that's not the standard for 1st grade either.
what was it? Anti-disestablishmentarianism?
Yes,
Yeah, I don't think I would have known that word in 10th grade. Although it is a pretty fun one.
I
I'm not
did.
sure if I would have or not.
He's a 10th grader with autism. That's basically what Getsu is.
So he learns really, really specific things, but things that bore him, he's like, nah.
Trains.
Right now, reading is his hyperfixation.
Me.
Yes.
This is what I mean by the fact by me at 1st grade level being ridiculous with reading.
Is he
I'm
hyperfixating or dissociating about the state of the world, though?
It's literally just me in grade school. It's fine.
Reading caught my attention first, then biology caught my attention, and that was that. All other subjects were out the window.
He's hyperfixating with this book right now. He doesn't even notice when we eventually pull up. He's just so into reading right now and learning.
Okay. Wicked. So Getsu's in the trunk, flipping pages as a fox.
Yep.
And who's riding in what car?
I'd assume me and
Who?
Kala
So
are on
Getsu is riding with Raven or with Illa and Eros.
I'm acting as Illa's chauffeur, so.
No,
other
Illa's
car,
driving
right?
her own car, I assume.
Okay,
Yes.
then which car did Eros want me to drive?
The
other
company
one.
car, the business
Okay.
car.
Yeah.
And that.
I'd be wherever I got assigned to be.
Yeah, so you'd be with Zara.
Yes.
Ketla and Dre would be on their bikes, following at a distance behind to not look suspicious. Don't be be suspicious.
Suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Yup. We all thought it. We all said it.
We all did.
I did that on purpose.
I know you did, Blood. Okay, so you're going shopping. What are you going shopping for first? Zara, are you taking Raven to the Rooks Guild house for the time being?
No, I'll follow Tibbs and drop Raven off and then head to the guild house. And I'll be back for them in an hour or two.
Okay.
I honestly think I'm good. So because I haven't been back to the house to drop off my ammunition, so I still have quite a bit of ammunition for me and Ketla.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna go find a coffee shop or a bar and go sit down while I wait for everybody. Unless Illa wants me to keep an watch out.
Question: Does anybody have thieves' tools with them?
I do. No, actually, I do not.
Okay, Raven does.
And proficiency with them already.
Cool. Just want to make sure because I have proficiency with them. I just don't have them.
Same.
But
I do have Tinker's tools in case that ever, for some reason, comes up.
Will.
The random things.
It always will. Other than ammo for me, which granted I'm not going to use a whole lot because unless someone casts silence on me specifically, I'm going to sell a handful of the gems that I have.
Did you write down what they were worth, or?
Yeah, he did. I assume because they were worth a lot.
I did, but my character sheet did not save them.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That would happen.
I know that we did the math in the chat, so let me just scroll up a little bit.
Any key? Oh, here, let's see if this works. Show on one page. Control F. Gems. What would the keyword be for them? Gems.
Gemstones, or look up gold, or just G possibly.
Not bad.
A lot of rolling D100s.
I actually don't think I see it in here.
Fuck. I remember it was like in total I had like 1,800 gold. I gained 1,800 gold or some shit like that.
No, more than that.
It was a lot more.
In total, you gained 33,000 gold, my friend.
33,000?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So
I don't believe I marked down the gold during the recap, but in the future, I'll make a note of any values higher than 500 gold.
Right, the recap.
What do you mean? I read every recap.
I know. I completely forgot that you wrote the recaps.
It's like, oh right, you do that.
Yeah, I recently swapped the person that I'm writing, like the perspective I'm writing them from. Because now it's Zara's job. So now Zara has an in-character reason to know everything, which I love.
I like that too, actually.
All right. So yeah, I'll just mark down that it is. I have 33,000 gold.
Yeah.
Including the additional 139 that I had. I will make sure that I save it. Since she is going to go get or see if we can get healing potions from the rooks.
Speaking of, did you give me a number to ask for, or am I just supposed to decide?
Decide yourself. I'd say maybe hope for 6. But
6
get
per
what you
person
can
or
get.
6 the party?
Uh,
I'm joking slightly.
Yes, whatever you would like to see what the rooks can give us, honestly.
All right.
If they're willing to give it to us, say yes.
Yeah, if they're willing to give us more than what we ask for, then I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. So yeah, you do what you think your character would want to do for it.
Oh, speaking of, everybody should probably add up their resources for the day.
Yes, so an additional 4 gold on top of my 33,139.
Yeah.
No biggie.
Hey, at least you'll have no problem paying your employees.
Yeah. No worries on money there. Raven doesn't have things like income.
Oh shoot, I remember what I wanted to buy, possibly if I had the money for it.
You do.
Clearly.
Well, certainly.
Well, I don't know how much an airship costs. Okay.
Oh,
Fair
okay.
point.
Okay.
You know,
That's a little out there.
1 sec. I have the thing open right now. Give me a sec.
that's a very valid thing.
That might be something that
Mounts,
wouldn't be afforded.
mounts and vehicles. I'm pretty sure you could afford every single one of them.
Not necessarily. Some of them are a lot more expensive.
Oh yeah, you can't afford the clockwork tank.
I was gonna say, I remember there's like a sky tank that I can't afford.
The Zeppelin. You can't afford the War Zeppelin, and that's like the only. Oh, and the feathered galley. Those are the only 2 things you can't afford.
Okay, cool.
And the alchemic dragon, for obvious reasons, it's freaking 100,000 gold pieces.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sky yacht you could afford. The Zeppelin you can afford.
Yeah. Let's see. No, you can afford not quite afford the sky yacht, not quite afford the Zeppelin. You can afford the warship
I can't afford.
because you don't have over 40,000. You can afford the merchant ship, or the cargo ship, or the carrier ship.
A warship might not be a bad idea.
That does sound cool.
How many pages of keynotes do I need?
This might have to be a buy for later because there's a shit ton of ships, and I would want to get the one that would cost not as much to crew because we only are 6 people.
That's fair.
Mhm.
And unless I take
Honestly,
my
I would
business
say
to
you
the
could-
sky,
You could
which I could
afford
do.
like a personal vessel would be no problem. To crew, obviously, it's like a 1-person crew,
Yeah.
1 or 2-person crew. A merchant ship, you'd be fine. An explorer ship, you'd be fine.
What if we commissioned a custom vessel,
Hmm.
something small, maneuverable, but like able to take a hit or 2 and has weapons?
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I mean, I feel like we, just as a party, could crew the warship, just us.
Precisely.
It's only 300 tons compared to
Sir. You're gonna get lead poisoning. Don't do that.
It's the heaviest or second heaviest. No, never mind. I'm way off. Cargo ship's 50 or 5,000 tons. My issue with the warship is it is a 25 by 80 foot ship, but it might be doable to do with just the. How many of you are there? 6.
Yeah.
I need
And
to
also, I could take my business to the sky. So there's that. I could just have everybody trained to work the ship and handle the merchandise like pirates. So that might actually be what I want to do.
And it does say the warship is found to be sailed by pirates, merchants, and adventurers. So it could be considered a merchant ship.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do that, but I don't know if I should buy it right now.
It's also
I don't know if we need it at this particular moment either. Not quite sure we need that much of.
Sorry, Alexi and I were dealing with the cat. But the thing is, finding a new warship that you can just purchase, not super likely. Commissioning a warship to take a couple of months to be built, totally possible.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to commission a warship to be built, and I'm also going to mark that down in my spell book to my friends, going, "Hey, by the way, I'm doing this."
Should just like have him roll like a D100, and on 100 he gets an airship.
You know,
it's that 1% chance that there could be one already made. I just like the randomness of it.
It's certainly
there's
random.
only a percentile.
A percentile?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh boy.
All right. Cthulhu dice, please don't. Please be nice to me.
Fingers crossed.
Warship.
I don't think a 12 gets me a warship.
No, you needed to beat an 80.
Aww.
Damn.
There was a 20% chance that there would be a warship.
Cthulhu dice let me down.
Sorry. But what there is, because you did roll within a 20% on either end, is there is a ship that was commissioned by somebody who the shipwrights won't tell you when you get there. But there is a ship that has been commissioned, but work has since stopped due to payment issues. So if you would like to pay for the rest of that ship, it will be given to you instead of the original client.
It's gonna be Harving Thrall's ship.
No.
I was like, okay, I take his gun and his ship. Fuck yeah.
So fun, though.
How
Karmic
much is the rest of the fees gonna be?
15 grand.
Oh, yeah. I'll take it.
Okay.
Just follow
So we'll
one day 1K rule or of 3-5, or is it going to take months?
It's going to take probably about 3 to 4 weeks to complete, because it is a very specific magitech that needs to be engineered into it. Most of the hull is done and like the decking is done, but they need to do all of the fiddly wizardy stuff.
Yeah.
So the previous buyer basically paid for the first 15 grand and then refused to pay for the second 15 grand because they didn't think progress was complete enough. And the shipyard said, okay, fuck you then. We'll give your ship to the next person who's willing to buy it.
So yeah, I'm buying that warship. And
cool.
Heck yeah.
It's a little lighter than a standard warship. It was originally intended to be maneuverable, more maneuverable than a standard war galley. So its draft is a little shallower, and it's a little bit lighter, and it has more fins to allow for greater specificity in your maneuverability.
That actually works out really well because being a smuggler, it it benefits me to be quicker and more maneuverable than a normal warship. So that actually works out perfectly.
Yeah.
I mean, funnily enough, just off this chart, the warships are the most quick ships, no matter what's on this chart.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fast.
I'm just imagining the sky version of the Hunt for Red October now.
Yeah.
All right. So 3 to 4 weeks, my ship will be done, and I will be transferring my entire warehouse to the ship. And I know that's going to take a few days for that to be done itself. So, and then I don't have to worry about leaving my business behind because I could just take it with me.
And any additional crew you need, i.e. gunners and stuff like that. Because you do still need one person per cannon if you want to utilize all of your cannons.
Yeah.
Also, just note, I am trained in maps and navigation.
So this turned into a pirate campaign.
Out of nowhere, apparently a warship is happening.
A steampunk pirate campaign. So
Question.
Yeah.
Is this separate proficiency to be a gunner, or is being able to use all weapons work? Because then I'm already trained to be a gunner.
No, it works. The thing is, the 6 of you couldn't effectively crew it in a combat situation. You would have to go to boarding action.
No, that would just save us money for at least one person.
But like Ela has more staff that she employs, so she can take all of the shit that is in the warehouse and all of her like river trade routes and transfer it to the sky, and then have that happen if you guys if that's the case.
And if we get into a fight, out comes a dragon.
and I'll have plenty of people to man the guns too, so I don't have to worry about paying more people to man the ship. It's just my employees.
Apparently, we're pirate plus dragon to get back to the city from
Harving Thrall.
Who's gonna attack the ship that has a dragon like resting on the bow? That would be a choice.
Now that this is going to be interesting when we go for Harvey Worship with a dragon.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but the dragon is either going to be a wee tiny baby,
I mean, true,
or not hatched by the time you guys are probably trying to take down Harving Thrall.
True, but
it's gonna be a while.
Even a baby dragon,
reputation, though.
Even a baby dragon, it's probably still somewhat formidable. It's a dragon.
No.
To be fair, I don't know much on D&D dragons besides you walk up to one, you're dead. So
this particular baby dragon is not.
It's scaled down because it is technically part of the player class, so it's not.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's scaled down quite heavily.
It gets really good when you hit 17th level, and that's that subclass.
Well, even starting at I think 7th level, when it grows medium, it gets a little better.
Yeah.
It gets actually like on par with someone.
So we'll protect the dragon until the dragon is ready to protect us. Got it.
Yes, it's very much an Orien situation, Kiarika.
And going fighter, it gets really deadly when you hit 17th level.
Yeah,
it's probably going to be a warship
upgrade it
showing up
to
to his door
huge
at this
size.
Let's hope it doesn't have the attitude of Orien, because there are definitely a few times where the dragon's just like, I'm gonna do this thing, and I'm like, please don't. And Orien's like, did I ask your opinion? And fucks off anyway.
You guys are gonna love the personality me and Kai have come up with.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. All right, so I bought my warship. It is going to be built in a month. Finished being built in a month.
Casually at 4th level. I bought a warship.
Yeah,
A sky warship, not just
Yes.
a normal warship.
A flying warship.
You've
Even
unlocked
more
your Azula
terrifying.
arc.
Yeah, you've unlocked your Azula arc.
This will certainly be interesting to take on Thrall. Sorry, we're just showing up with a whole warship.
Question for you, Tibbs, because you're commissioning it at the right point in time.
Yes.
Do you want an arcane engine, an alchemical engine, a steam engine, or solar sails?
Solar sails don't sound too good for war.
No, they don't.
I love the fact that us having a warship is exclusively Harving Thrall's fault because he just left that much gold there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He left
The
us the means to get
consequences of his
one.
actions.
Bad
Let's do Steam.
decisions.
Steam engine.
Steam engine?
He just casually left enough money to buy a warship behind.
And a
Along
scepter
with
that
the
can
sword
apparently unify the world.
and Sword of Dragons, and he's not very
Dragonade.
smart, clearly. And Dragon. He left behind all the best stuff.
He was just really busy.
He's really busy getting specifically the amulet.
I mean, here you could go with the alchemic engine if I'm with you, because because I do have proficiency with alchemist tools, and I do have them.
He wanted nuclear weapons instead of the magical version of the UN.
And I do have a high, a decent int check. Actually, it's my best check.
That, and also Ketla, it would be joining us here and there too. So yeah, the alchemy engine would probably be better than Steam, actually.
What a turn to the campaign, though.
Okay, cool. So they'll install an alchemic engine and all of that stuff.
Awesome.
For you. And yeah, we'll go to Zara real quick. You show up at the
Guild Hall?
Yeah, the guild house. That's the word.
Yeah, I'm gonna head down to the provisioning person because I know that Casimira is busy, so I'll just head straight to the provisioner.
Okay. They look up at you and they're like, "Didn't I just give you a bunch of shit?"
You did.
Is there something wrong with it?
No.
Okay.
We're
Well,
going on a bit of a we're going on a bit of an excursion that could be somewhat dangerous. We were hoping to get some healing potions.
Right.
Get some healing potions. Sorry.
That's fine. Normally we would save those for people on a hazardous retainer ship, but I suppose that kind of qualifies you.
It is me after all.
You some healing potions, as you are a member of the Rooks.
Mm-hmm.
I can give you a handful, but I can't give you enough for a bunch of people.
Can you give me 6 at least?
I can give you 4.
All right, I'll take it. Is there a specific rule against sharing?
No, what you do with them is at your discretion, but like we are. If you come back here tomorrow and ask for 4 more, I'm gonna have to say no.
Acknowledge.
Like, the guild is well off, but we don't just throw supplies at every operative that asks for everything. We have set limits.
Given the nature of this particular mission, I think it supersedes what our standard procedures are.
You would have to get the guild master or the chapter master to give you the okay on that one. Sorry, kid. I'm doing my job.
Can I roll persuasion?
Yeah?
This is a bad idea, but anyway. 16.
He just
No.
looks at you and he's just like, sorry, kid. Like, procedures are in place for a reason unless you get orders from on high for me that specifically state that procedures and policies are waived because of the nature of your mission. Yeah, no, I can give you a handful for, fuck it, I can give you 5 for a whole week.
Understand. That'll be plenty. Thank you.
But like, yeah, if you need more than that, you're gonna have to talk to the chapter master at least.
I'll take the 5, and that should be plenty for now.
Okay, well, good luck.
Thank you.
And he like turns around and gets you a belt with like healing potions in this world are very concentrated. Think 5-hour energy shots. So he gets you like a little like belt with a bunch of slots for those, and he sticks 5 in there and like hands you the belt.
Thank you. I'll thank the quartermaster and head back to pick up Raven.
Raven Getsu, do you guys need to purchase anything while Ela is in the process of? I'm assuming Ela would have been like, just tell them who it's for and I'll come and pay for it kind of deal.
Yeah.
Getsu has everything he needs on his glove.
Raven wouldn't
I
have
have a
any
question.
idea what to actually buy or where to buy things, so.
Okay. What's your question, Zara?
Before I leave, can I turn around like I got an idea and be like, would it be possible to write up a financing slip for like if we pay like 75% or 50% of the cost to just get it reduced? Seeing as we're dealing with Harving Thrul and his considerable threat to the city. And, you know, the Rooks as an establishment potentially.
The quartermaster's like chewing a piece of gum, like looking at you like, chapter master, kid.
Fine. I'll go find the chapter master.
Okay. This last one was less like, I'm not gonna do it for you, and more like, yeah, that's above my pay grade.
I assumed.
So you go up to the chapter master's office, and his like assistant / secretary person looks at you and goes, do you have an appointment?
Listen, I realize that there is a set of protocols and stipulations that we do things by, but no, I don't have an appointment. Yes, this is pressing. No, I can't go into this. If you really want to bother Casimira, then, I mean, it's your head getting chewed out, not mine.
I was just asking if you had an appointment, so I knew if he was expecting someone.
No.
Okay. Picks up their little like intercom phone, just looking at you like, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
Zara's gonna be like, I'm sorry, I'm just in a hurry, all right?
Yeah, she'll like press the button on her desk by the phone and just be like, hi, sorry to bug you. I know things are a bit, in the shit right now, but Someone's here to see you. Can I send them in? Your name?
Zara Shazali.
Zara Shasa Ali. Yeah? Okay. Okay, thank you, sir. And she'll hang up the phone. And she's just like, give him 5 minutes and come, and you can sit, you can have a seat. Can I get you some water or something?
No, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. You must be new around here. I know most of everybody's names.
Yeah. New-ish.
Okay. Well, pleasure to meet you. I'm Linda. It's like this halfling woman who's sitting on a bar stool basically to sit at her desk.
Nice to meet you, Linda. And I apologize for cutting your head off a little.
Okay. I always wanted to know if I was part Hydra. Maybe it would grow back.
Well, you seem to be recovering quickly enough.
Yeah. You'd be surprised what I hear in a day. Anyway, goes back to her paperwork.
Yes, our chapter needs to brush up on their manners lessons, myself included.
No clients.
Oh, the nobility. That tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone particularly bad?
Most of them.
I'm gonna roll investigation if I can, and ask specifically about Harving Thrall to see if there's any tidbits or interesting gossip that she has that she'll share with me.
Okay. I can work with that.
18?
She's like, Thrall. I know that name. I know that name.
He's the guy trying to
Thrall.
become king.
Oh, that asshole. Yeah, no, we don't really work with him very much. He's not really our preferred clientele. He's not great for business.
He really
I'll
isn't.
be honest. And this whole I'm king of the world, look at me charade he's been putting on since last night, really not helping his image.
Yeah, I just hope it doesn't come to anything drastic. We know what happened to the last person that
Oh,
tried
it
to.
will.
I'm aware. I hope, but I'm aware.
As for the warship.
She pulls out a pocket watch and looks at it. She's like, oh, sorry, I've kept you too long. You can go in now.
Thank you, ma'am. And then I'll head in. And please don't ask me to repeat this because I'm struggling with words, but I'm going to reposition my opinion for the person and be like, hey.
And you're asking to get explain what you mean by a financing slip. You go to a store, you pay a portion, and they tell them the Rooks will pay the rest?
If the Rooks don't mind paying 50% of the cost since they already have it, and since they buy in bulk, then I could write down a slip and be like, okay, Illumathri could pay for this many, for half or 75% of the cost. Even a slight reduction would be helpful because healing potions can be expensive, especially in large quantities. Basically, I'm asking for a discount.
On free supplies.
Just health potions. Especially considering that the Rooks don't particularly like Harving Thrall, and the nobility don't particularly like when the Rooks, go and execute one of them for nothing. So it would help their reputation if he was taken out by an outside party.
You know we don't sit on a stockpile of hundreds of healing potions, right?
I know you supply a lot of different people, and I know that you have a lot of contacts that can quickly supply you if you're asked for more than what usual. You know a lot of alchemists. We have plenty of people that work with us, and there are plenty of people willing to bend over backwards to make the guild happy.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume a slight discount isn't too much to ask, especially considering that you would get recompensated for most of the cost, and considering that you do buy in bulk a lot of items, that there'd be less cost for you as well, just in general.
Yeah, healing potions aren't really something that can be made in bulk. It's not like you make a cauldron full of healing potion and then bottle it. Like, you make it one bottle at a time.
All right, fair enough. It was worth an ask.
It's a good idea, but due to the nature of how it works, something in the alchemy is really fucky. Between the alchemy and the enchantment process that goes into it, and you can only do one dose at a time. If we could buy in bulk, we would. Instead, we have in-house alchemists that are making our own supplies, and our supply limits are put in place based on what they're able to produce.
Understood.
That said, if you need stuff that's not extra healing potions, but would normally be outside the purview of someone of your rank, feel free to just ask Linda, and I'll get you a notice by the next morning.
Understood.
Okay. Sorry, kid. I wish I could be more help, but
No, I didn't understand the intricacies of healing potion creation. Thank you for the brief lesson, and apologies for taking up your time.
no, you're good. The guildmaster likes you. Everything I've seen of your record is good. Keep up the good work, and I guess in this case, keep up the good work on your retainership, and you'll probably be moving up the ranks pretty quickly. You remind me a lot of, well, me when I was younger.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Have a good day. Do you need a script right now telling the quartermaster to stuff it where the sun don't shine?
No, but I do have a different question for you.
Okay.
Is there any particular unfriendly organization that you know of that would employ their own alchemists? Someone that we could put a hit on and then just steal their own supplies?
We don't put out hits.
No, I mean like what like a contract that's out right now, like something we could take.
Oh, no. Sorry.
No worries, it was worth a check. Thank you.
It's, again, good idea. I like the way you think.
I'm learning to be resourceful, slowly.
Good. It'll serve you well. The guildmaster gave you one of the pins, right?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Just wearing it on
That's
the
all.
inside of my coat. Don't want to. Some of the people I'm working with might be a little nervous around a rook.
They don't know you're a rook?
Some of them do.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's a choice.
I like being friendly with people. All right, bye.
Okay, bye.
Dies of nervousness.
Okay. Dre, Ketla, you guys went for coffee, right?
Yes, or a beer, whatever was closer.
It'd be a coffee, like a cafe. That would have been closer. And holy shit, look at the time. Okay, cool. It'd be a cafe that was closer, and you guys would be sitting there having your coffee or whatever, and then I'm assuming you would have told Ela where you were going
Yes.
so that you guys could all meet up.
Yep.
So a few hours later, Ela, Raven, and Getsu all walk in with Zara in tow as well. And Ela is quite happy looking as opposed to this morning when she was looking pretty pissy about the whole situation. She's like got a spring in her step that's very unusual for her, especially given what you know about her particular condition.
Hello, you look a lot happier right now. Did you go for a drink or something?
You'll never guess what happened.
She bought a
It's
warship.
incredible. It's amazing.
You bought a warship.
Yes, I did. And I will be taking my business to the skies. More opportunities there.
Well, congratulations.
It looks beautiful. I can't wait to ride it. I've never been in the sky before.
I haven't been super high in the sky myself, but it's a wonderful feeling being in the wind.
I can
only
just imagine it. Wind blowing through my hair, the hustle and bustle of my crew running about while I'm drinking wine from the skull of Harving Thrall.
It would taste quite tart, wouldn't it? Drinking from a skull.
I'm
Not
sure if you burned all the bad stuff out of it and gave it like a bleach bath.
I suppose you could do that. I don't think I would like to participate, but I support your decision. And I will help you achieve your goal.
appreciated, my friend. All right, so off to the temple then. It'll be a few weeks before my ship is ready, and that will give us enough time to do what needs to be done. And then, yeah, I'm trying not to focus on all of the things that happened this morning or that was told to me this morning. For I fear.
Like how Thrall is taking over the city, how we want to hatch a dragon egg.
My hair is white. I do not need it falling out of my head from the stress.
I was just reiterating what was said this morning.
You don't need to, my friend. That is what I'm saying. You do not. So, let's hit the road.
I love low wisdom, high intelligence characters.
They're so much fun.
Eros, you will ride with me. Getsu, you can choose where you would like to ride. And who knows the way to the temple?
Would that be something I would know, GM?
They would work with the university's archaeologists fairly frequently. Like when Methuselah said the Temple of Nuona, the light would have gone in your head and been like, "Fuck, I should have thought of that."
Okay. Yes, I know the way. Just follow me, I guess.
Yes,
Obviously, keep a distance, as we don't want to be suspicious.
Yes. All right. Let's hit the road, and I will walk to my car.
All right.
As I'm walking out of the store, you'll just see Dre just slowly put on his sunglasses.
Is there a theme song that plays when he does that?
Yeah.
Naturally.
All I can think of is the screaming guy meme, if you know what I'm talking about.
I don't. You have to post it in Discord.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, because I feel like
I
know
might,
what
I
you're
might
talking
not.
about.
I don't know. There are too many memes for me to remember them all.
Yeah, the battleships look a little different than that, there, buddy. But those are pretty dope.
Oh, I do know
Oh,
that one.
yeah.
Oh, that
This
one.
one.
That one.
Yeah.
I know that one.
I think everybody knows that one.
Alrighty. So, you guys head towards the Temple of Nuana. It's your... Let me pull up my city map.
I assume I regrouped and helped to drive.
Yeah. I love waiting for maps to build or to render.
That's the
Isn't it
greatest thing
great?
ever. Love it.
Maps.
I'm running 2 different games in this same world right now. I'm running this one and then a like detective private eye game with my daughter.
Which is
So-
way less cruel of a world currently.
Yeah. So to get to the airship yard, you would have had to go like way to the north east of the city, and you'd be like outside the city gates at like an airship yard. And to get to the Temple of Nuona, it's deep in the central city, so you are looking at like at least an hour's drive just to get through the 3 walls and all the traffic and everything. But that's okay. Is it the CSI Miami thing?
That's kind of what I was going for.
Yeah. So it's an uneventful drive. There's no big things happening. You do see that the closer you get to City Hall, the busier it is right now. And then once you pass City Hall, and you head down towards the temple, it's not as busy. It takes you a little bit longer than you were expecting to get there, but you get there just fine. It's just a really boring city drive.
All right. Illa really isn't doing a whole lot on the drive there. So
Ketchu's probably taking a nap. He's read out
Took
for
it out
the day.
from learning all that reading.
Yeah, he read too much. He can't learn anything else.
All right, that's fair.
I'm assuming I'm driving the same car that Raven's in.
Yeah.
So while I'm driving, I'm gonna like curiously cast a glance at Raven and be like, "Are you allergic to anything, by the way?"
I don't know.
Right. We're just gonna go with no then. I got some premium rations for you from the guild hall because I noticed yours were kind of lackluster last time. So, also, do you have water? Because that seems like it would be helpful for you to have in a desert town.
Probably a good idea to have.
Because if you want, I've
I
got
don't
2
think I
water
have
skins
any
and
anymore.
10 days of rations in my bag that are yours.
Raven, with all of his gear very clearly having been removed from trash.
Except the one sword.
Exactly. We have a golden sword, and the rest of the gear is very clearly old trash.
All right. So I'll give you 2 water skins and some rations. Then got it.
Just the absolute, just 2 types of gear with Raven. The majority of it clearly just was somebody else's trash. Then just this golden fancy sword.
Raven takes
Yeah.
one man's treasure. One man's trash is another man's treasure, literally.
Very literally.
I mean, Raven has the 4 short swords at this point, all of which the previous owner clearly didn't want for some reason or another. due to either being dead or...
2 of those that were swords that somebody was buried with, so they clearly
Exactly.
were important.
They were important, but the person's dead now, so...
They don't need them anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Clearly there's swords nobody else needed.
Just make sure you oil and sharpen them well.
Raven
I
has the
last thing you want
Raven
is a
literally
rusty
has
sword.
the mending spell for the sake of what else was he gonna do with it?
Just
Trash.
making sure that everything is still functionable.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Fair.
Just mend everything. Done.
Alrighty. So yeah, you guys are at the temple. Dre, when you pull into the yard, it's a small temple. It's not, like I said, it's not a popular religion. It's not a well-loved religion. But it is a very important one. Because it's known worldwide to be like the people you go to find out what actually happened in any given situation.
The unbiased opinion of the world, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a small, it's like basically a small library with like a wizard's tower off the back of it.
Okay.
And it looks like it used to be some sort of wizard's workshop and that the temple just sort of moved into it.
Okay.
There's nobody in the yard. That's not unusual. You know that the priests of Nuona usually tend to their studies rather than to the public image. So you get off your bike and what do you do?
I wait for everybody to get out of the cars, and once everybody does, I make my way in. Would there be a contact that I would go through normally? There would be a contact, I'd assume.
Yep.
I would look for that contact. I'm not going to ask you names.
Thank you.
Jeff. His name is Jeff. No, I'm just kidding.
Jeff with a C.
Jeff.
That's how that works.
Not Pateri.
Not Paterance.
What is it, like CJEFF? Or is it like a...
No, it's
JCEFF.
No,
JCEFF.
it's
JCEFF.
CJEFF. Chef. It's Jeff. Chef.
Chef.
Yeah. No, it's CGEOFF.
Shot immediately on site.
Yeah.
Got it.
Just dead.
Your parent, or at least I gotta shoot the parents and give him a name change card.
No, the you would know this person as Brother Albin.
Brother Albin. Okay, I will go look for Brother Albin. Hopefully the rest of the party follows.
Spelling?
I do.
ALBAN. And yeah, you open the front doors of the temple. You're greeted by the smell of like old books, of dust, and of like the spiced teas and things like that.
As I walk in, I'll just take in a whiff with my long snout and just the smell of history.
Fair warning, we're approaching an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, we are approaching actually the end of our stream.
How many are we going till? 10? 2 hours?
And yeah.
Okay.
So we'll do the temple scene and then we'll probably call it a night. And then hopefully my boss actually follows through on what he said today and we'll be able to start at our regular 6:30 starting next time.
Be nice.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Won't ask it on channel, but in Discord. We can talk about it after.
Yeah, let's talk about that after session.
Sounds good to me.
Alright.
So
When I get in, I you know what? I just call out for Albin. The temple's pretty big, right? Or it's pretty tiny.
pretty small. It's like the size of a bungalow, and then there's like a tower off the back of it.
Okay, when I walk in and open the door, I'll just, after I take my sniff, I'll just, Albin, I need to talk to you in like a loud voice.
Okay.
Didn't want to yell for sake of my
You'd hear a like chair go from 2 feet to 4 feet, and then a book gets set down on a table, and this is the funny part. Albin is a Goliath.
Yes, I love it.
He's like 7 feet tall, slate gray skin, some like red tattoos on his face and arms. He's a very imposing figure, and he like was wearing his monk's habit, and because it's very practical garment. And he comes out with a big steaming mug of tea, and he pokes his head up. He like stands up, and the bookshelves are only like 6 feet tall, so you see him from like here up. And he's just like, "Oh, Dre, yeah, I'm coming. Sorry, I wasn't expecting you." And he walks over with a mug of tea and like takes a sip and goes, "Are they all with you, Dre?"
Yes, they're all with me. We have some
Okay,
very serious matters to talk about.
Okay. This is the last of my tea. I'll brew a fresh pot, and I'll get some things ready. We do have a private meeting room just off to the side here. If you guys all want to go in there, and I'll be back with some refreshments, and we can talk then.
Perfect.
So yeah.
While we're going to the meeting room, can I like let Illa know that, hey, I've got 5 health potions, which I'm just going to keep on me in case anyone goes down, since I am trained in medicine, and since they're Rook's property. But given the nature of how health potions are created, sorry, I can't work a deal out.
It is okay. I could have bought some more when if we head back to a shop. I would be perfectly fine buying a handful of healing potions, but thank you for doing what you could.
If there's any other gear you need in the future that isn't a health potion, let me know and I'll see what I can do. Because I was given a writ for like future use, so there might be other things that I can get that aren't so difficult to manufacture.
Fair enough. I do respect that, and I will keep that in mind. Thank you.
Cool. So you guys all file into the meeting room. It's like a big round table in the middle of it with like 10 chairs around it. It's got a compass rose on the center of it. And then on the edges is a series of 7-pointed stars interspersed with 9-pointed stars. So it's like 7 point, 9 point, 7 point, 9 point, and it goes all the way around the table. And in between those things is writing, like engraved writing.
What's written?
What languages do you speak?
I speak.
That's a great question.
Only Elvish and Common.
Okay, you have no idea.
Okay.
I speak Sylvan and Aquan.
You have no idea.
Hi, Vonphian.
Nope.
Draconic?
You would recognize some of the writing as Draconic, yes. And you would be able to look at it and go, huh, it's a different script in between each of these 7-point and 9-point stars. But you would see one section that's in Draconic.
It's definitely not Rook script, though, right?
No, it's definitely not Rook script.
I was
My
about to be like,
assumption-
that'd be weird.
My assumption is it's not something written in Infernal, so.
Actually, you would see some Infernal on the table.
Oh, interesting.
Cool. I'll take note of that, and I will just wait patiently for Albin to come back.
About 10 minutes later, he comes back, kind of stoops in through the door, sets down a big pot of tea, like a big pot of tea. It's probably half of Dre's size.
Oh my.
I don't know if we need that much tea.
And then Albin looks and he goes, I need that much tea. If Dre says this is a serious business, I need that much tea.
Understandable.
Pardon me
He
for
sits
asking,
down.
what's your table say?
Oh, it's the code of our order.
I didn't know
In
what it
all the
meant.
languages
but
of the
I can read it.
founding in all the languages of the founding members of our order.
I can read this section, and Raven would point to the section that's in Infernal.
He would nod and go, impressive. Not many people actually speak that language.
I can't read any of this.
Yeah, most people can't.
Oh, absurd. I've just started learning how to read, and now there's something else I can't read.
Yes, well, you're probably
It's
learning
also-
how to read Vonphian Common. It's
It's different languages.
We will go over how many languages there are in the world later, Ketsu.
You have a
There's
list?
13 on this table alone.
There's 13 languages. I
More
can
than-
barely learn
I
the
think
one I
there's a
speak.
lot. I think there's a lot more than 13 in the world.
There's a
Mm,
lot of
many
languages
more.
to get to.
Many
I know
more.
3 languages.
Heavens, I have much to learn.
So I will fill Albin up like a cup of tea and pass it to him.
Yeah, so he'll set down a bunch of cups with the teapot as well, and then a tray of sandwiches. Because it's like lunchish time.
Albin, you might want to sit down for this. I say as I give him the glass or the cup of tea.
He pulls out the tea. Goes, good thing I made this extra strong. Pulls out a chair, sits down. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to pull my head out of ancient Alturan history.
No worries.
Takes a big swig of the tea, sets it down, grabs a sandwich, and goes, so, I assume you have some connection to the historic events that are happening right now, and that's why you came to visit our lovely little church.
You
I
could
tried to put a stop to it.
You could say that.
Oh, the events have yet to be decided. So
No,
putting a
and
stop
we
to
are-
these events would be a bad idea.
We are trying to stop these events, and that's why. You know what? I'm just going to come out and say it there, Albin. How do you hatch a dragon egg?
He's gonna look at you, put his sandwich down, and be like, "Excuse me."
It's not a hypothetical, just in case you were wondering.
How do you hatch a dragon egg? I'll repeat myself as I put put a hand on the table as I stare at him. Still standing.
The table's taller than you, dude.
All right, I put a hand on the wall or something beside me.
You could be like
Not
standing on
hypothetical.
one of the chairs.
Oh yeah, you know what? We'll do that. I'm standing on one of the chairs as I put a hand on the table and I'm just staring at him.
How do you hatch a dragon egg? Well, that varies based on which type of dragon it is.
How do we figure that out?
I might
I might need some more information first.
I breathed lightning on it, and it seemed to absorb my lightning.
Yeah, it's magical in nature, so it'll absorb that. All dragons absorb magic. That's just part of their deal. But
Does the color of the heart tell you anything?
yes,
Out of character, what was the color of the egg? It was like a dark.
it was like dark iron gray.
Okay.
But the light that came up on it when it touched the water was like bright, like azure blue.
Okay. Alba, so when it touched some spirit water, and I'll pull out a flask and put it on the table, it shone with a azure blue light.
The shell itself was more of an iron gray, if that makes anything.
He's like, okay. You actually found a dragon egg. Okay, I need more information. Boy, Dre, you,
Amazed
me,
myself.
the bar tonight.
Perhaps it would help if I just recounted the reports that I've already made.
I understand that this is a very exciting moment for you. But this is kind of a dire matters that we need to figure out because...
No, I understand that, but like, I can't tell you how to hatch the dragon until I know what kind of dragon it is, and there's so many different kinds, and like...
Alvin, calm down. Alvin,
What information
how
do you
about
need exactly?
how about you come with me? You come with me. As long as you can swear secrecy.
From all but my brothers and sisters.
Can they swear secrecy about everything that's going on to the general public? This will come out eventually.
We don't report on current events. We report on historic events.
This isn't history yet.
Thanks for... Okay, that's perfect. Do we have room in a car? I'll look over.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yes, we have room in either of the cars.
Can you leave your studies for a couple of hours? I'll make sure there's a bottle of rye waiting for us at the college or at the academy.
Okay, but first, like, I'm really hungry. Can I have some of these sandwiches before we go?
Yes.
Oh, and
Everybody
Alvin,
eat. Huh?
definitely make sure that you and anyone else you tell doesn't release this information, because I would hate for Casimira to have to pay you a visit. And I'm going to flash him the rook symbol.
He's just like, oh, why would they care about my church? I don't understand. Sorry.
Because the secrecy of this information is pertinent to our guild's security as well as the security of the city.
I think the secret is safe with the monk here.
We need to get Alvin to the egg.
We need to let him eat his lunch first, because this man is clearly hungry and more focused on food than trying to figure out what egg it is right now.
Hey, Alvin, don't you love it whenever I come visit?
Normally, yes. This time, I'm hesitantly excited.
Hesitantly. Just give it a couple hours.
Everybody eat, drink some tea, tell me the story, what happened, how did you find the egg, where did you find the egg? Obviously, you didn't just stub your toe on it in the middle of the desert, so like...
I mean, it wasn't much different than
dates.
It was pretty much... I'm gonna
things near it. All this important information.
I'm gonna interrupt him and kind of reiterate what Raven just said.
It was kind of on accident, let's be honest.
It was kind of an accident how we stumbled upon the egg.
Okay, but you weren't just like walking through the Vixland desert and you didn't trip over it. So something happened. It was somewhere.
No, we got locked in a tomb and found it on the way out.
We found it in the crypt of the tomb of
I don't know what the fuck the guy's name was.
That name did not save onto my sheet.
Give me 1 minute.
It's written
Gonna say,
somewhere.
I think
I
it's
saw
in one
Eben
of the
Vonphian.
recaps.
What
Yeah,
she
I saw
said.
even Vonphi.
We found it in the crypt of that, surrounded by spirit water, and I'll point to the water skin I have that has spirit water in it.
One of the emperors of the third Vonfic dynasty, maybe the last one.
He was the last emperor of the third Von Foot dynasty, and the reason he was the last is he was slain in battle, and no one has found his tomb ever since.
Oh, we did.
gods.
Well, we didn't
Until a
find it.
few
Somebody
days
else
ago.
found it. Somebody else found it. We were just there to kill them.
Technically, we did find it too because it wasn't on any maps. I just
True.
had managed to pinpoint where it was.
Okay, well that's
We just weren't the
exciting.
first ones there.
That's very exciting. And he's been like stuffing egg salad sandwiches in his face for the last like whole time you were telling him this stuff. And he goes, "Okay, I'm good." Grabs his mug of tea, downs it, sets it down. Reaches into like his habit and pulls out a flask, opens it up, pours some tea into it, closes up the flask, and looks at everybody. Refilling. And temperature controlled.
Nothing.
Handy.
Wow.
I'll grab my spirit water skin again and say, "Do you want to take a look at this?" Or
Oh, definitely, but I feel like we might need to. I feel like you're going to show me something very, very important first.
oh, we have even more spirit water, and I'll point over at the fox and be like, "He also has a ton of it. He actually interacts with it quite well."
Yes, it's amazing.
You-
I've never. Yes, it's that strange.
You're coming back here later, okay?
Usually people would buy me dinner first, but sure, why not?
He's just like, I'll make you dinner.
Steak, please.
Getsu,
okay.
I believe the monks here might have had an oath of celibacy, if you know what that is.
Oh. What do you want with me?
Probably information about the spirit water, buddy. And I'm just gonna drink a cup of tea.
You
I didn't
interact
drink
with
water,
spirit
well.
water in a unique way. I need to study it.
I see.
Illa kind of puts her head in her hands and is rubbing her temples.
Ilya witnessing at either of the street rats interact with anything other than themselves.
Pretty much.
This has been a day, and it is just
Two of
starting.
us just keep causing
It's
more
just
headaches.
lunchtime. That is our 2-hour mark.
Perfect time to end.
Yeah. So we'll pick up in 2 weeks, potentially.
Hopefully.
If we can schedule a makeup stream between now and then, let's try to do that. But we'll talk about that in the Discord.
Okay. Sounds good.
At latest, we'll see each other in 2 weeks, and we will go do stuff.
Thank you all for tuning in.
Thank you guys so much
Yeah.
for sticking around and watching. It really does mean a lot to us.
It does. I'm gonna see. Oh, hey, we're gonna go raid our friends Halfling Wizard Productions.
Go tell them all the stories about Kajef and
Kajef.
Karen.
Jeff.
Kajef and
Kajef.
Karen.
Yeah, we're gonna go raid them. It looks like they are actually on an airship in their campaign as well.
Woo! Airships.
So, love you all. It's been fun. Have a great night, and
Night, guys.
we'll see you guys in a couple of weeks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.